to make 9 dozen Buckeyes. And I figured why not hang out with you guys while I do it. I have to leave soon. Well, not soonish. We're going to a light show tonight. So I have until then. But yeah. No, we're getting set for Christmas. So I have to make 2 meals. My boyfriend and I were already exchanged gifts because our families aren't doing gifts this year. We're just doing like hangouts and like family time. So we ended up saying no gifts, but ended up buying each other gifts anyway. So we did gifts yesterday, and I got a brand new phone, which you guys are on. And I didn't see your comment. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm doing okay, but I have to make 9 dozen Buckeyes and 36 tamales. And I'm doing the tamales tomorrow. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. And I'm going to start the Buckeyes today because they do have to freeze, and then we can dip them in chocolate. I'm 25 now. I'll be 26 in June. So I'm like halfway there. I'm like halfway to 26. I'm halfway to losing my parents' insurance. So I'm starting my dental journey. That starts on the 30th. Okay. So let me put the recipe on my old phone so we don't have to, do anything. And I don't think we have to... Yeah, I don't think we have to sift the sugar. That's what I wanted to make sure. So, I have 2 pounds of powdered sugar. I look so young. That's because I have dwarfism. I was born with cancer. I was born with a brain tumor in my head and had surgery, and it led to my growth hormone being kind of dormant or not working, which led to me fighting and being on and off the human growth hormone, and my body ultimately rejected it, and I got stuck at a tiny size. Yeah, so my dwarfism is technically called pituitary dwarfism. Most people that have it, fortunately, do have growth from it, but the people that don't have growth for it tend to be like 1 in 7 in the U.S., so it's very slim pickings that we end up staying small. But yeah, I just look young because I have dwarfism, and then people see my height and they hear a higher pitched voice and they go, "Oh, it's a bad butt," and I go, "No, I'm an intelligent baby. Try me." And then they get really confused and they're like, "Are you a super baby?" And I'm like, "No, I'm actually an adult." I know, I'm confusing. Isn't it fun? I love confusing people sometimes. Like, I'm gonna go throw this out, and you're gonna see my height. How's the hair at? And the fun thing is, my dog, when she stands on her hind legs, is taller than me. It is kind of fun to be short, I'm not gonna lie to you, but there's a lot of aspects that struggle. Like, I can't drive properly, I had to learn hand controls. People think I could use pedal extensions, but my legs are too long, or my thighs are too thick, and my torso is too short. So with my seat extension, having pedal extensions would push my thighs into the wheel, and then if I get into an accident, my legs break. So I have to use hand controls, which is a very difficult thing. And then I can't touch the ground when I'm sitting on the toilet, can't reach high cabinets. It's really hard to get a job that is accommodating to yourself and understanding of your disability. I don't get disability insurance because I am 50 pounds, therefore I can lift 50 pounds, and that was a policy put in place by our previous president, soon to be our current president again. And that was a very big struggle, and I've still been fighting for disability rights. So yeah, I think just like to every situation in life, there's good and bads. So you want to look at the good, but it's very hard because you're there's a lot of fucking bad. How many tattoos do I have? I have 4. So I have this one, I have this one, I have this one, and I have this one. I'll do a full tattoo tour maybe later. I do want to get started with these Buckeyes. So we're making 3 dozen each time. I gotta make 9 dozen. How many piercings do I have? I have 13. I technically have 3 healing. So, it's been a little bit. We like our advent calendar. Me and my boyfriend are doing a SpongeBob advent calendar. And it's the cutest thing. He decided we're getting 1 advent calendar, and we're gonna split the chocolate like spaghetti, Lady and the Tramp style, and kiss each time. Which is super cute. But, I'm like, I just want the fucking chocolate. You know? So, I don't know about you guys and your holiday traditions and what you celebrate. Growing up, I did grow up celebrating Christmas, but not in the Christian Catholic religious way, just in like the family giving, you know, being there for each other oriented way. My family wasn't very cultural. We just lived, and Buckeyes is something I used to make with my grandma, who I got this tattoo after, and I used to make them with my mom as well, and we would give them to our teachers and all the people in our lives that we wanted to give back to. We'd also give chocolate-covered pretzels. So Buckeyes and chocolate-covered pretzels and doing stuff like this is a really big thing for me. Oh my God, my arm muscle! Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I haven't looked at my arms in a while. Holy shit! Holy yeah! Look at me go! I don't even work out! Like, I was literally doing something. I went to New York recently for a podcast. The Unplanned podcast. It'll be coming out soon. But I went to New York recently for this podcast, and I was going to the airports, and I did 36 hours. I went back and forth. And so I was going through, you know, my airport pretty okay. Realized my bag was a little heavy, struggling. I was late to my flight, blah, blah, blah. And then I was going through LaGuardia, which is where I came in New York, and I was like dying. And I was like, I used to be able to do this easy peasy. I need to start working out again. So, that gave me a little confidence boost right there. How tall am I exactly? So I'm technically 3'10 3/4. Now you could round that up to 3'11, but I say I'm 3'10 because usually, like on my license and stuff, it says 3'10, and it's just easier to tell people I'm 3'10 than I'm 3'11, and then to find out I'm technically 3'10 3/4. You know, what am I making? I'm making Buckeyes, and if you don't know what Buckeyes are, they're technically like peanut butter graham cracker balls dipped in chocolate. But they're like frozen and stuff. So we're making 9 dozen. This is making 3 dozen, so we're gonna be doing this 3 times. I'm making it for my boyfriend's family because I'm spending the holidays with them, and his grandparents have never had them. So I have to bring them. And then I'm bringing tamales as well, because they wanted to try a vegan dish, and a lot of the vegan dishes I like are Hispanic rooted. I think Hispanic spices and stuff have a good way of covering up, you know, the blandness of tofu and, you know, some vegan food. Okay, so this is 3 cups of powdered sugar. Now, oh wait, shit, we have to do 6. That was 3. That was 3. Hey, I think I did. I told my boyfriend to check the mail. He hasn't yet. I'll text him again to check it on the way home, or I'll just bug him, and he'll go through the door. But I'm pretty sure I did, because I'm like, it should be here by now. And I just have that gut feeling that I have something in the mail. But I can't wait to see it, because it's going right on our fridge. It's going to make my boyfriend want to do Christmas toys next year. Okay, that was 3 cups. That's 4 cups. How many cups are in here? Okay, so 30 divided by 4 is 28 is... No. 30 divided by 4. Why can't I think of this? It's 9. It's 9, I remember something. Don't make me question how many cups I've put in here. 5. Right? Yeah, 5. I'm not sure anymore. Fuck. See, this is what happens when I do stuff. This is dry. This is dry. Okay. You guys distracted me. Fudge. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's easier to level in this anyway. One. I'm not looking up until I do 3. Two. Shit, I looked up. Okay. All I'm breathing in is powdered sugar, and I don't know if that's helpful or not. Is powdered sugar... I mean, sugar is a drug, but is powdered sugar a drug-like? 3. Four. 5. 6. Look at it. It stayed in the fucking bowl. How old am I? Again, I am 25. Say, Harry, you're not getting any of this sugar. I'm sorry. You can't have human food. My boyfriend is she is not a human food. Now we just got powdered sugar everywhere. And it was 6 cups the entire time. Okay. I'll go there for right now. Say, Harry, what are you doing? I'm a mess. What are we making? We're making Buckeyes. Okay. So, we have our powdered sugar. Now, we can add... We're just mixing all the ingredients together. So... Is this open? Nope, I guess not. No, it's not. Where's the other vanilla? Yeah, Buckeyes. I used to make Buckeyes a lot as a kid, so... How much? A half teaspoon. I mean, did you guys grow up making Buckeyes? What did you guys grow up making? Am I rich? No, I'm not even rich. I go paycheck to paycheck like everyone else. I have better opportunities in life than some others, though. I will say that. I wish everyone else could have those opportunities, but that's not the way this works. Okay, there's our vanilla. Half cup of peanut butter. And I think I have to mix because a little baby nail oil. So I use creamy peanut butter. I don't know anyone who uses crunchy peanut butter in Buckeyes because the crunchiness part is supposed to be graham cracker. And I usually do use graham crackers and food process them, but for cost effectiveness, we bought just graham cracker crumbs. I will say that. I usually do all basic natural, and due to the world, I could not because it's so fucking expensive. What's my height in centimeters? Hey Google, what's 3'10" in centimeters?
3 feet 10 inches is equal to 116.84 centimeters.
116.84 centimeters.
116.84 centimeters is equal to 1.278 yards.
I didn't ask for that.
Okay, well I'm sorry that I bothered you.
You didn't bother me, it's fine. She got feelings and shit. I'm not ready for Google to have feelings. Google shouldn't have feelings. That made me upset. It made me feel like I was doing something wrong. So how's everyone else doing? Are you guys ready for the holidays? Hi, babe.
Yeah, I heard you. I'll get the mail.
Oh, thank you! Look at the peanut butter. Look how gross it looks.
Yeah, I heard the live.
Yeah, you heard the live? Scoops. I am making Buckeyes, which are basically like peanut butter graham cracker sugar balls dipped in chocolate. Well, they're frozen and then dipped in chocolate. And then you eat them. They're like the best things ever. Scooped it else. I don't want to get anything dirty. I got peanut butter on me. I don't really like peanut butter. But I like Buckeyes. Like, I love Buckeyes, but I hate peanut butter. I'm 25. If you can't understand that, that's like a whole learning lesson about disabilities and stuff. So, okay, so that's our peanut butter. Now we need... Are you softened yet? Can I just put it in my pocket? Keep that in my pocket. And then we're going to focus on the graham cracker. I really don't think this is enough. I really think I'm going to have to send it back out for more of this. Because he said this would be enough. And I don't think this is flipping enough.
I'm gonna start working on that light.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go out for more graham cracker too, though.
Huh?
You're gonna have to go out for more graham cracker too. I need 6 cups for 3 dozen. I don't even know if this is 6 cups.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's mainly graham cracker, dude. This is definitely not 6 cups. Be cold. Did you know that?
You want your grape juice?
Yeah, but it's really cold and I have sensitive teeth.
Oh, sorry.
That's how that works. That's why I say it's so cold. That's why I made a dentist appointment. You know that's why I'm getting dental work, right? Hello. The 30th? Hello. Okay, so we're making Buckeyes, and I have the powdered sugar, and I have the peanut butter in here. And I have the graham cracker, which we had to go out and buy more. Because we did not have enough. We had one box. I needed at least 6. And what's my coolest in here? I used to be able to lick my elbow. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I used to be able to get to the point. I used to be able to do a lot of weird things. I should have been like a weird gymnast. But I like to say my coolest hidden talent is if I meet you and have a conversation with you for about 30 minutes, I can probably find your deepest insecurity. But that's really deep. So I'm gonna mix this together, the vanilla, the peanut butter, the powdered sugar, before we add the graham cracker and the butter, just because the powdered sugar is gonna go everywhere. And I just don't want to deal with that. So we're going to add the butter in after adding the peanut butter in. And, then add the graham cracker. The graham cracker apparently is also an optional thing. It was not an optional thing for me growing up. Growing up in the early 2000s, because I'm 25. So I grew up, I was born in 1999, so out of chemo at 3 to 5, and then, it was 1 whole cup. This is half a cup. Shit. Hey, Sahara! I needed that stick you ate. I have more butter, just not unsalted. There's that. Better. And so, basically, I grew up in the generation of the internet kind of rising. Like, I had a leapfrog, and then we got iPads at, 13. So we did a lot of, weird stuff. We went outside. And where did I get my necklace? What was the airport store called? Was it Pandora? Pagoda?
Probably Pandora.
I think it was Pagoda. It was either Pandora or Pagoda. Whichever one's a jewelry store. Unless they're both jewelry stores.
Whatever it was Florida's airport.
It was Florida's airport. I have to chop this butter up. This is the grossest part, but this is why we wash our hands. It is really pretty. It's lost a lot of its gold plating, but that's to be expected. Come on. Get out of the whisk. It's like shaking a dog's mouth open. I just don't want powdered sugar going up. I should probably cap the peanut butter. Happy holidays. I don't live with my parents anymore. Yeah, we had a couple things. Sahara ate butter, and then we had to go out for, more graham crackers, so. Making Buckeyes has been a journey. I hate butter. I hate whisking butter. Okay. So, I'm just gonna do it with my hands. Because that's what my grandma did. What is that ringing noise? I don't know, I hear it all the time. I think it's the air or something. Oh my god. Dude, I don't have clean hands. No one's going to co-host. Sorry. If this kitchen is custom, I don't know. I didn't make it. This is a space. It's not my themed space. But yeah, I would think it's probably custom made because it's very small. It's not like super, super small, but it's like 2 people can't cook in here at 2 different meals. There's no counter space. Okay. So we got most of that mixed together. Break up some of the chunks. Take off pasty, because butter and powdered sugar makes fun molding stuff. You've seen me in New York City? Oh my god, that's really cool. Am I excited for Christmas? Yes, I am. I'm just excited because I get to make food this year. So this is what it looks like right now. I'm gonna take the whisk, kind of put that back in just to get an area. See if we can do more. And then shake that out so we get the rest of the stuff that was in the whisk out. And then, it's the fun part, 6 cups of granola. See, we did a half cup of peanut butter, and I'm not sure about that yet. I think we might need more peanut butter. It smells like peanut butter. It kind of smells like them. The graham cracker is really what colors them. Oh, thank you! I actually did get the shirt from Shein, and they have a lot of colors. I just haven't purchased from them in a bit. On this recipe, it says, 6 whole. It means we mix it in cup by cup and go for the texture I know to look for. Fine, they're already dirty. Because once you mix the graham cracker in, it starts to get darker. How tall am I? I'm 3'10". What exactly size-wise is considered a whole graham cracker, though? I'm making bug eyes. Do I want more tattoos? Yeah. I want one on my shoulder. Yeah, I was on a TLC show. I was thinking it definitely needs more peanut butter, too. Thinking like a half cup is not enough. But let me add a little more graham cracker. And then we'll see. Because this recipe my dad sent me, but it's not my family recipe. I don't have my family recipe anymore because we had a fire when I was 10. And we lost a lot in that fire. But it smells like peanut butter. And it might just all be at the bottom. Oh, thank you. I got my hair clip from Hot Topic. It's a spider. And it's got a little spider hanging down on it. It's so cute. I got a lot of them from Hot Topic. Honestly, any hair club you see me in is probably from them. Because I went with my friend Aunt when she was here, or when we were in New York for an Avril Lavigne concert. And, basically, we went to Hot Topic because she needed a shirt, and we were looking, and they were having a huge sale, so I got like 16 plus. And I was like, damn, that's a lot of money. I saved like $200 and only spent like $100 on a shirt and some hair cloths. But yeah, I spent that much money on hair cloths. I know, I'm just a girl though. At the end of the day, it's not my fault. My boyfriend also has a shopping addiction. So I'm not alone in it.
Thanks.
Hey, it's not my fault. You're just addicted to computer parts. How old am I? I'm 25. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. It smells like peanut butter, but I feel like molding-wise, it's definitely gonna need more. Yes, I've been in a relationship for 2 years. Right?
Huh?
2 years? More than 2 years?
It's been more than
2 years, 2 months?
2 years in October.
Yeah, it's only December.
Yeah, it's over 2 years.
I have a weird obsession with mixing in wet and dry ingredients. Like, just the process of going from gooey to solid is always a fun one. What am I making? This is Buckeyes. So they're just like peanut butter, graham cracker balls, dipped in chocolate. Gotta fold it over itself a lot to mix it evenly. How did I meet my significant other? Social media. Yes, I moved out. This is not my parents' house. In a playground? Yeah, no. The social media playground, though. We had to go through the checks and guesses. Are you who you say you are? I'm 25. Whose house is that? We don't own it. We rent it. Is it weird not living with my family? A little bit. But you adjust every day. What are we baking? I'm baking Buckeyes. This is looking a little better. How tall am I? I'm 5'10". It's been over a month and a half since I've officially moved out. But I've been living, kind of on my, in my own situation in their house for over a year. Because I was paying rent and stuff. I am 25. Favorite Chinese food dish? Ragoons. And the, lo mein. Particularly shrimp lo mein. I'm a big shrimp person. I definitely think the best way to go, instead of adding so many graham crackers, is...
Person was asking if we were making brown sugar. Gives me an idea.
You know you can make brown sugar.
Yeah, it's just
Molasses and sugar. Yeah. Do you want me to make you natural brown sugar?
maybe one day.
Yeah. Buy me my pumps for my agave and my honey, and then we have a deal. And I want a bigger bowl. But the bigger bowl is holding the graham cracker. So I'm just gonna let scoop. I can show you guys more while I mix it, but I don't want to touch my new phone. I can show you guys more while I mix it, but I don't want to touch my new phone. This is what happens. I went to my camera. Is it snowing over here? No. We got a couple days of snow, a couple days of sleet. But not now. It's in the 20s. It's too cold to snow here. There's some powdered sugar. I want this big ass bowl. I'm gonna try to find something to pour it into. Stare at the mess. Do I have children? No. No. Children are great and all, but I am not in a place where I am ready for them. I just don't want to spill this, so I'm really focused. Scary. Baking is science, okay? And sometimes science needs adjusted. Okay. I will say this, since I've moved out, I love having a garbage disposal again. It's just so nice. We don't have one where my parents live. Look at all that powdered sugar that was stuck at the bottom. Look at it all. This is just a mountain of it.
Mix.
Did you say Vicks?
No, mix. Yeah, add mix to it. That'll make it spicy.
Add Vicks to it. Everyone will die. Everyone will be good for the winter, though. I wonder if you could do like adding peppermint into them and it still tastes okay. Does peanut butter and peppermint taste good? Because in my opinion, I don't know if it would. Okay, so this recipe my dad gave me is completely off. We are making Buckeyes. I was like, there's no way it needs this many graham crackers and not that much peanut butter. Let's see. I think we're definitely not adding more sugar. We're adding more peanut butter. We're adding more graham cracker if necessary. I really think we might have plenty for this batch. I don't know if this is gonna yield. Doesn't. We might need more butter. But I'd rather add peanut butter than butter. Okay, so digging through the peanut butter. Ugh. Does anyone else hate scooping peanut butter out? Because I do. I genuinely hate when it touches my knuckles and stuff. Like, I don't like the feeling of peanut butter. I don't really like the taste of peanut butter. I love peanut butter flavored stuff. But peanut butter definitely is not something that can be alone, in my opinion. I'm not like a peanut butter lover. I'm a peanut butter and chocolate lover. I don't know, that's just me. But I also had a lot of people in my life just eat it by the spoonful, and I found that very bad. But you do eat it by the spoonful.
Quite literally.
Yeah, I'm like, I find it foul, and you love it. I wish it would just drop as well. I remember when my dad did this last year, and he ended up putting the mix. I remember when my dad did this last year, and he ended up putting the mixer on high, and the powdered sugar went everywhere. So that was fun. It's always a good memory with him. Mark always makes it interesting, doesn't he? You met him, doesn't he? He's not listening.
Sorry, I'm looking at the
Tech.
network quality.
Yep, tech. Hello. Am I getting married? No. My sister got married. Ah! Look. Oh well. How's my mom doing? Well, I just saw her when I went in town for a podcast. She seems stressed. I will say that. Like, she seems very high stressed. I feel bad for her. She's going through a lot in work, you know. Labor is, people don't want to work, and or they're not good for their job, and they don't follow their roles and stuff, so. I think we're getting somewhere now. These are Buckeyes. Am I married? No. Once again, my sister is married. She got married not last August, but the August before that. And, I am not married. I am in a relationship. I'm 25 years old. I am 3'10". I'm making buckeyes. And I have a puppy. I don't know where my puppy is. She's usually with me when I'm in the kitchen. I don't know where she is.
Sarah. Oh, she's over by the
Window?
Yeah.
She likes to be by the window. Yeah, this definitely needs more peanut butter. It's supposed to be dry, but still rollable. Do I live with my parents? No. How old am I? 25. And we're gonna get the spoon out of the peanut butter and start mixing with it? Yeah. This entire jar of peanut butter is basically what I'm used right now. Because we want like these brown rollable balls. And it just like vacuum seals all the peanut butter. So I'm just gonna start like putting the jar in. Behind the sleeping. It'd be nice if peanut butter came out easily. Instead, it's just so messy. Peanut butter!
figured out a way to auto-click the heart button.
Oh, God. I'm making, oh, do I have any updates on my fertility journey? Yeah, there's a couple on YouTube. I have to get back to posting them on TikTok. I will be getting back to that after the holiday or during the holiday, whichever I can get to. But I am going through, what even is YouTube? I'm going through the process of doing fertility therapy and the anesthesia and waiting on clearance and figuring things out and what's best for me. Because right now, I am very low on my fertility. That, I am almost infertile. Basically, is the best way to put it. There's a certain point where the doctors don't want to work anymore. And I'm in that range, almost. My boyfriend camera shy? Probably. But no, I'm Thursday, and I don't want his face out there until he's, committed and shows that commitment. So, I need a ring. Easiest way to put that. This is looking better. See? Look at this. This is getting better. See, when you use a recipe and then you have to make more than what the recipe yields for, and then you use the conversion tables, sometimes the conversion tables can be wrong. I look like a monster right now, but we're gonna get there. These buckers are gonna be solid, so we are making buckeyes. How long have me and my boyfriend been together? 2 years? Over 2 years? What's my puppy's name? Sahara. But Sahara might not want to be in the kitchen right now because she ate a stick of butter while I was figuring things out. My dog ate butter. Your name is my dog's name? That's so cool. I love that. Her name is so pretty. We get compliments on it all the time. So your name is so pretty. How old am I? I'm 25. Slip it. Okay, so I'm gonna get the spoon, mix through this properly a little bit. My hands are not tired yet, actually. They're just gross. I just want this stuff off of me, and it's not gonna come off of me, and then I'm gonna have to clean up after I'm done, because this stuff is gonna get everywhere. Merry Christmas! Happy holidays! Okay. I do need a little more peanut butter, so having that peanut butter on the spoon is not that big of an issue, and it's already gone. We're gonna add more peanut butter. Just like a little bit. Because I know what consistency I'm looking for. Which is the good thing about when you've baked something so often. You may not know the recipe, but you know what you're looking for. Looks like a lot of butter. Okay. So, this is kind of getting close to what we're looking for. So when you pick it up, it's not supposed to be as crummy, so we're going to add a little more peanut butter. When you pick it up, you're going to roll it into a ball, and it shouldn't fall apart. So, we are getting there. We're making buckeyes. Do I still talk to Mel or Cat? My mom still works with Cat, so I still see and hear about Cat. I haven't spoken to Mel, since she left for the other coast. And, I haven't spoken to Cat, but I know she's doing well. I know she was sick the other week, but she's doing well. As far as Mel, as last time I heard, she was working for the wraps and in management. But her son's doing well. He's a teenager now, which I think is super cute. He has a little mustache. I hope you're doing well, and congrats on your third. Your family is growing so fast. Ah! I didn't pour anything on me. Just a little bit. Okay, it's fine. When it comes to the boyfriend meeting situation, it's not gonna happen until I'm ready for that. And I'm not ready for that until I know they're not going anywhere. But we can talk about the fact that I want to grow my family in the sense I want to get bunnies. I want to get 2 little rabbits at least. And Sahara can have some friends in the house. She can have some bunny siblings. Because I know she misses her family. It's really hard being without the 6 dogs. So, it's really sad. Why not wear gloves? Because they don't fit. They really don't fit. And at the same time, it's going to come off of my hands. When you get Buckeye's consistency right, it should be able to roll off any of that crummy stuff. It's almost kind of like a dry-looking cookie dough. But you don't want this powderized look. You want cracks in it, but not powder. And honestly, because I've done this since I was a kid, it's just more natural to do it with my hands. And just make sure it's really even. I feel like there's no other way, mixing-wise, to ensure it's pretty thorough, besides going through it with your hands or a spoon, taking a close look at what you're working with. I feel like it's always the way to go. I think we're almost there. It just needs a little thoroughly more mixed, because we're getting that. No one saw that. He didn't go running for the wind. Okay? He didn't like shoot up and explode. Okay? But like if we take a chunk and I take what's on my hand and put that back in the batter and we roll. How long have I been cooking for? I've been cooking I've been baking my entire life. I just got into cooking because I did a HelloFresh thing on Twitch. And there's a Buckeye, y'all! Yeah, this is a perfect Buckeye. You can take him apart. So, now that we have our Buckeye texture, I don't know how to do this again because I don't know how much peanut butter we added. But it was 2 cups, 6 cups powdered sugar, half a teaspoon of vanilla, 1 stick of butter, so half a cup, and a whole lot of peanut butter. So I hope I have enough for 3 batches. Okay, so the next step is rolling them and putting them in the freezer. Because these have to freeze for a couple hours before we can coat them in chocolate. Hello! And I have to make tamales tomorrow, so we gotta get this done. And it's already 2 o'clock. Which is a little concerning because we're going to see a light show at 5. So I probably have to end at 4:30. But it's fine, it's fine. It didn't fall. It's okay. Don't fucking eat that, Sahara. So we lost a bucket, but it's fine. It's fine. So one thing I always do when you mix your own mix and you don't let someone else mix it, I always make sure that the top layer is kind of run through like this. So that way I can see if there's any clumps of butter, clumps of sugar, clumps of peanut butter. And you just mix your own mix. Instead of, like having your mom mix it or buying a mix. Because when you have butter and shit, it doesn't always be softened. Sometimes it comes clumpy. So yeah, my dad, my mom, my grandma, my entire family, both sides, made Buckeyes separately. It was a big thing for us. So, but you roll it into a ball, and you put it on a tray. And then that'll go into the freezer for hours. Hello. No, we're not gonna do any join the lives. Just because I am in a hurry and I gotta cook. Why did I move out? Because I was really tired of living in a 1-bedroom at my parents'. I needed a little more space, needed a little more independence, and my family was in this weird transition. I just knew best that it was best for them if they didn't have to deal with another person during said transition. Because they were looking at, like, moving Riley into another room, like the basement and stuff, and it was just easier for me to move out and have Riley move into my room. It is not 2 a.m. Thank you. I try to be built. I honestly think it's counter jumping, lifting things that are beyond my proportion, etc., etc. Okay. So I have to make, how many? 6 times 9 is 30, no, not 36. 54? I have to make 108 of these. It takes my brain a minute, okay? I'm sorry. I haven't been in school in a while, but I was really good at math. I did my perfect square test in like a matter of like 5 minutes. I think honestly they gave us a minute to do the first 20 perfect squares, and I did it. I was very proud of myself that I actually finished them all. What am I doing? I'm rolling my Buckeyes. And that roll's a little crummy somewhere, so I'm gonna re-roll it. Can I give you the recipe? Sure. I mean, I can type it, but I can give you guys the recipe in the video separately. But, I mean, it is on my page somewhere already. We made Buckeyes last year with my dad. But I can do it again. I can make Buckeyes. Do you want me to make more Buckeyes after the holiday for a video to make for them?
Why not?
Yeah, you want more Buckeyes?
Yeah. Hey, you're probably better off on the 6 gigahertz band. There's less interference.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, that's okay. We'll connect your phone later.
Yeah, I was like, if my phone's on a certain Wi-Fi. I have no fucking clue what Wi-Fi it's on.
Oh, you do.
Make them smaller? No. They're supposed to be 1-inch balls. Because here's the thing, they get coated in chocolate. And you don't want to coat a 1/2 inch in chocolate, because then it's swallowed in chocolate. It's supposed to be half coated. So this, maybe we can make them this small. My mom would make them this small when we were in a rush for like, we all had like 12 teachers that we wanted to give Buckeyes. Are you playing a video? Hey. Hey, Dingleberry.
Oh, which one?
Wait, is that you?
Maybe.
Okay. I just thought I was going crazy. I just started hearing noise. I was like, we can make them that, but is that really much of a big difference? No. It's because they get dipped in chocolate that you want to make them a little bigger. If you don't dip them in chocolate, you can make them smaller. When I was little, we did dark chocolate, and I wasn't a fan of dark chocolate back then. So, they made like 6 to 12, a dozen, without chocolate, that were just like this. But they were the same size, but you can make those ones smaller. If you're like someone that doesn't like, chocolate, that's fine. You could dip them in butterscotch. You can dip them in white chocolate. You can dip them in dark chocolate. As long as you are okay with peanut butter being an added component to that. You could also probably release, like, get rid of the peanut butter if you're allergic to peanuts and replace it with a, nut butter alternative. So they're very universal, I feel like. I want to try doing them with nut butters and stuff like that. See which is the best book. Yeah, I was like, a lot of people like peanut butter. A lot of people, though, are allergic to peanut butter. So I completely understand wanting to change some things, but you can't because it's just really the peanut butter that makes this shape. And as long as you're like okay with almond butter or soy nut butter, what other butters are there? I only really know almond butter. Hazelnut butter? I know that's a butter. Are you? Are you? I don't even know what you said.
I said pot butter.
Yeah, can of butter's a thing.
Yeah.
What are we making? They're Buckeyes. So they're peanut butter balls, and then they're going to go in the freezer, and then they get dipped in chocolate. I love making Buckeyes. There's just something about it. How many ear piercings do I have? I have 13 total. I don't know how many on each side specifically. I can tell you after counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this side. Do I like cooking? I've recently gotten more into cooking because I cook for my boyfriend and I, and then I did a HelloFresh box during the after the pandemic for myself to meal prep, and then I did it during my Twitch streams, and I got more into cooking for that. But I've always been really into baking. Yeah, I've always really been into baking. Have I ever baked a cake? Yeah, so my mom and I made my sister's graduation cake. I made like a little fondant diploma and graduation cap for it as decor as well. I was really into watching Cake Boss as a kid. My boyfriend is 106.
What?
He's an old man.
I am not that old.
He's 106.
No, I'm not.
Yes, he is.
No, I'm not.
Yes, she is. He is. She is.
No, I'm not. Make it more acceptable for younger people to have arthritis.
I'm sorry. He's 27. He's like 100 though, because I don't say it because of your arthritis, I say it because you have this old man demeanor personality. What do you like to do? Stay inside. I'm pretty sure before I caught you reading a book, I'd catch you reading a newspaper.
I've never read a newspaper in my life.
Really? You've never picked one up? Never held one?
Put one down.
Put one down? What do you mean by that? Like, put a newspaper down? Why does that make me think like you put like some medicine to the newspaper and said, shh, it's gonna be alright. It's not 1940 anymore, but it's okay.
Nope.
Just so we know, you cannot eat these. These are for your family.
I am my family.
No, you're not. These are for
I'm part of my family.
These are for Christmas.
I'm going to Christmas.
These are for Christmas.
I'm going to be in Christmas.
Yeah, you're gonna be involved in Christmas, but these are for eating on Christmas. Lame. Then you come and make them. That's what I thought. So, Mr. Gift Giver, the phone, is it a better live content? Or is it really not that noticeable? Because me, I can't notice much of a difference besides what I'm able to do, like tap. Like, I can go to my camera and still be live.
I think it's running smooth.
Okay, but is that just our internet?
No, actually. It could have to do with the transcoding happening within your phone.
Okay. So, you're happy with the quality?
Yeah.
Cool. He bought me the phone for this purpose. I haven't had a new phone in 6 years, which he thinks is ridiculous.
Most people get a new phone every 4 years.
I thought it was every 2.
That's actually insane and very wasteful.
Well, that's when the contracts are usually out.
Maybe, but if you look at like most corporate policies when it comes to device refreshes, usually it's 4 to 5 years. Suck.
You would not catch it.
I would try my damnedest.
It would land on your glass desk, and you'd be so pissed at the grease mark.
No, it would land perfectly in my mouth, and I would be happier because I would be chewing on a Buckeye. Yes. Yes.
They're not cold.
Oh, God.
There's a whole texture thing behind them being cold. Someone said Kansas City broke the world record. Did they? I was just interviewed by a couple that's from Missouri and lives by Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. Is that the Kansas City we're talking about? How old am I? I'm 25. Look at them. They're shiny because of the peanut butter grease. I look 22? Thank you! That means I like they're younger than I am. That's always a compliment. Okay, so right now I have about 20. This tray will support 25. That's like almost halfway there. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. So I saw on my Instagram feed a Sesame post with Michael B. Jordan about Kwanzaa, and that's when I found out I follow Michael B. Jordan. Do I bake these? So technically they're not baked, but they are baked good in a sense. You roll them, they're peanut butter, powdered sugar, some breadcrumb, or some graham cracker crumbs, a little bit of vanilla, some butter, and then you roll them. Wear gloves. You can wear gloves. Gloves don't fit me, and I honestly think learning from a grandma that built everything by hand, that sometimes using your hands is better. I think it allows you to have more gentle force on something than using gloves. I think gloves add a layer, and then we add too much pressure to things. Just my personal opinion. I wash my hands. But this is how I was raised. I was raised by doing it with my hands. You know, making a meat sauce, making anything like that. You do it by your hand. There's no other way better to mix things and just using your fingers. There's nothing wrong with it. You can just wash them after.
Yeah, I was raised by wolves.
You were raised by wolves, really? That's an insult to your family. Your family has very well manners. My parents are more wolf-like. Okay. Yeah, I'm in my new place. Yeah, I think that's the fridge. Do you think it's the fridge?
Huh?
The high-pitched ringing. Do you think that's from the fridge? Because I can hear the fridge buzzing. But I don't know if that's the ringing that I'm hearing.
Hang on, let me just take a listen.
You've never heard it? I hear it all the time. I did grow my hair out. I do have a pet. I have a dog named Sahara. What am I making? We're making butterflies. I'm just remixing because I found some powdered sugar that needs to be mixed in.
Yeah, it's very likely the fridge.
Is it?
Probably the compressor.
How old is my dog? So, my dog is 5 years old, but her birthday was New Year's. She was born literally exactly at midnight, like a fucking miracle. And so her birthday, her 6th birthday is coming up. She's gonna be 6, my baby. Okay, so that's 20. If we can get 25, that'll be a quarter, almost, of the way. I can hear myself on your computer.
Oh, I'm sorry, I turned it up so I could hear the high pitch noise.
Oh, you were listening on my live?
Yeah, your microphone does a better job of picking it up.
Oh, then your ears got it. Today's your birthday? Happy birthday. Now, question. Having a birthday so close to Christmas, is it an equal birthday? Or do you hate it?
Sarah's over here sleeping by the way.
Is she?
Yeah.
Probably the butter she ate.
Yeah. Does the butter make you sleepy? It's also going to make you poopy.
It is, and you're gonna have to deal with it.
I dealt with diarrhea the last time.
Oh, well, welcome to having a dog. You said, I'm okay with being with you and your dog, and this is what happens. He wants all the fun with the dog, but none of the responsibility is not my fault.
Exactly.
No! That's my dad. I don't want that.
Hey.
Aww.
See how
She's so
pictures?
cute. She's adorable.
She says it's cold over here.
No, it's not. She loves that.
Yeah,
Can
I live
you-
over there, it's cold.
Can you run the laundry? Yeah, I was like, her onesie's in there. I need to know if it shrinks with the dryer. Because if it does, that's great, because it's too big on her.
I don't think it will. It's not hot.
Shit. Have I been working out? No, I just moved out. It's been very stressful. Hi, Sahara. I know, am I standing very close to the counter so you can't get anything? Stop looking for food! It is. Oh my god, all of her Bambies. We gave her a bunch of lamb chop toys for the holiday. She fucking loves them.
Yeah, bro. Well, I am not interested.
If you ask how old my boyfriend is, he'll say 27. I'll say 106.
Lies.
I just said you were 27. Which one's the lie, bro?
There's 26.
Say, Harry, stop pushing me! Call this damn dog.
Dog?
Call the dog.
Oh, Sahara. Come here.
She shouldn't be in the kitchen right now.
Come here, Sahara.
This is really pretty. I'm gonna add some more.
Hey, I'm gonna run this with like a couple of capfuls of bleach just to kill any odor.
Okay, don't do a couple capfuls. I have clothes in there that might not be delicate with bleach.
Okay, then one capful.
Thank you. Where's the shirt from? I believe it's from Shein. Okay. So that is 25 buckos. Look at it. They go in the freezer. And now we make more. Until we have 104. Or 108. Oh gosh. And you know what the fun thing is? That was my only cookie tray. Because we don't have any. Yeah, I have to make, so I'm making 6 for every person there to eat while we're there during the 2 to 3 day of holiday. And then I'm making to-go bags of 6 per person. I don't have paper. I only have aluminum foil. So we have to use what we have. Okay? It's just how it is. And this little bit is is gonna cover the little bit that's showing on the other side.
They said stop showing off your boyfriend.
Okay, so let's continue rolling the Buckeyes. I wonder how many we can get until we have to make more. Spray it first? No, I just put aluminum foil down. Thank you. The ones that came in my lobes are from Amazon, and then I painted them. And then the ones that are in my ears are all Every Jewels and Body Candy. Which Every Jewels I'm an ambassador for, and there is a discount code in my bio, and you can go shopping it. They're always having sales, so I'm sure there's a Christmas sale going on right now. How old am I? I'm 25. This one's kind of dry, so we're going to mix that in. There we go. Scoop. I did have an ice cream scoop. You could just kind of scoop it up, but I ended up not using that. I ended up just scooping it up with my hands like usual. These are called Buckeyes, so they're like peanut butter sugar balls. With graham crackers, some vanilla, butter, and then they get frozen, and then dipped in chocolate and frozen again. They're fucking delicious. I make them every holiday. Where's my necklace from? Pandora or Pagoda? I can't remember where. Oh, that's a laundry machine. I thought someone was puking. Where's the dog? Sahara?
Yeah. Here.
Oh, okay. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello. My wig, yes. My wig. Thank you. I like my hair too. I wish it was a wig. That means I could change it often, but it's not. Do you heat these? No. So they go in the freezer. So basically, they get hand rolled with peanut butter, powdered sugar, butter, and then the graham cracker. And the graham cracker is optional. I like it. It adds a grittiness. It adds a form to it. It gives you something other than just sugar and peanut butter. And then you roll them. They go into the freezer. The chocolate gets melted. You roll the peanut butter balls in the chocolate, put them back on a tray, freeze them again, and then eat them. I've been making these since I was like, I don't even know, 6? They've been in my house since forever. Yeah, but I'm 25, so I've been making them for a very long time. And today is really the rolling day, and then tomorrow is tamales, and maybe doing the melting chocolate, or maybe I'll do the melting chocolate tonight. I love buckeyes. So it's buck, like a male deer, and then eyes. Buckeyes. They're a very easy recipe. Most people have the ingredients already in their house. Unless you don't have graham cracker in your house. We always had graham cracker in my house. My mom loves graham crackers, so we just grind them up. But I have to make 104 of these. So I thought might as well make a day out of it. That's 30. That's too gritty. Sometimes, even if the dough is right, it'll be too gritty when you go. So you gotta kind of mash. It's like playing with moon sand. But it's food. It's edible moon sand. Why so many? So it's 6 per person. And we're doing 6 per person for the 30 days and 6 per person to go home with. Because these are a treat that I was taught you need to give to. Like, give them away. And they take them away. Like, we gave them to our teachers and our family and my mom's coworkers and stuff. We gave it to people we usually didn't see during the holidays. So, that way they knew that we loved them even if we weren't reaching out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We already have 25. What's the ingredients? Powdered sugar, peanut butter, graham crackers, a little bit of vanilla, and butter. It's not the healthiest. I never said it was. Well, and chocolate chips or melting chocolate. I usually use melting chocolate, but we couldn't find any, so we were using chocolate chips. Okay. Oh, I already had that rolled. I was going to continue to roll it. It is hard to find clothes, in my situation. And, I think it just asked me if it wanted me to block the word, a certain word, and I was like, no, why would I block wheat? But either way, you have to adapt. I got used to making my own clothes. I sew a lot of my straps and stuff because it's not as much as my horizontal measurements as my vertical measurements. So sometimes I have to sew straps and stuff. I started Fitclusion. I'm looking to get funding for it to start, basic garments. We have that new piece, or that what is it called? Statement piece. We have a statement piece out there that was on I Am Shauna Rae, but it's not really like my, soul and everything that I wanted to get out there. I wanted to make standard clothes, shirts, jeans, shorts, all that kind of stuff. So, basically, I am looking to make that for people, but it takes a lot of money for clothing. It took me like $30,000 something dollars, and that was all self-funded. So like all of my money went into my company. What are the measurements for Buckeyes? So it depends on how many you're making. I'm making 3 servings, so we're looking at about 2 cups of graham crackers, 6 cups of powdered sugar, a half teaspoon of vanilla, 1 stick of butter, and about a cup of peanut butter. You want to eyeball the peanut butter, though, to get the right consistency, because you can very much make it very over-softened. And you can very much underdo it. You want it to look crummy, and then it'll roll like this. And if it doesn't roll like this and it rolls off crummy, then you need to add a little more peanut butter. I always say add more peanut butter or whatever flavor butter versus actual butter to it, because you want the peanut butter taste. You don't want a butter taste. So these are called Buckeyes. I don't know where they originated from, but my family has always been making them. Some people know what they are, some people don't. My significant's family knew what they were, but his grandparents didn't. So I'm making them. Yeah, some people say Ohio because of the Buckeyes, but some people say that it was just the East Coast. I don't exactly know. But either way, there are the Buckeyes in Ohio, so some people say it came from the Ohio Buckeyes. But his grandparents have never heard of them, and so I thought I would make them for the holidays, and I'm also making a vegan dish, because none of them have ever ate vegan, but I'm going to do vegan tamales, which I'm excited to handle tomorrow. It'll be my first time trying to do tamales. Okay. If this can make 50, then I feel okay on the ingredients I have. Have I put my Christmas tree up yet? So my Christmas tree has been up since the beginning of November, just because my boyfriend has a Christmas tree that he doesn't ever take down, and he put it in here, and it's smaller than me. I do have a dog. Her name is Sahara. How tall is my boyfriend? I don't know. Average 5'9", 5'11". That's the usual height I date. What am I making tomato? These are called Buckeyes. So they're like peanut butter sugar graham cracker balls that get frozen. And then you dip them in melted chocolate, and then you freeze them again. And then you eat them. They're like a giant Reese's cup. Buckeyes are awesome. They are. Am I with Dan now? I haven't talked to Dan in a couple months. Let's try not to spam the same question over and over again, because it kind of causes people to not be heard and have fairness in their questions being asked, because they're not spamming their questions. My family, yeah, they live on Long Island. That's where the show took place, was on Long Island. Who am I dating? A guy. A dude. A nerd. What are we making? These are called Buckeyes. I'm doing good. I'm a little busy. I got a lot of cooking tomorrow to do, but I'm looking forward to it. I love baking and cooking, but I don't do it as often because I just feel like I don't ever have the time. I used to have 6 dogs. Well, I technically have 6 dogs, but 5 of them don't live with me. They live with my parents. Okay, that is 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's 16. What's my disability? So I live with pituitary dwarfism. It is a form of dwarfism where the bones or the body is typically proportional, but still short in stature. How many batches? 9 dozen. Yeah, it translates loosely to 9 dozen. When is my birthday? June 29th. How long do they have to freeze? Usually an hour to 2 hours. I know some people have put them in the fridge as far as overnight. You want them to be firm, so that way by the time the chocolate is melted, you're taking them out of the fridge because they're going to get softened like this very quickly. So then you want to put them in the freezer for at least 45 minutes so that they can harden if you're doing it in a rush, but at least an hour to 2 hours, just so they have that time to really cool down and solidify. And then you want to take them out after the chocolate is like just melted and start dipping them and then put them in the fridge right away. Because when you take them out, they get soft very quick. Like, even after we freeze them twice with the chocolate on them, they'll get soft really quick in the hand. So, at the end of the day, you want to make sure they're as cold as possible so they don't melt in the hand. We're running out of batter. But it's okay, because we have more peanut butter, and more ingredients, and more powdered sugar, and more everything. He's a pancake. Is it hard to find clothes I like? Yeah, I usually stick to plain clothes now. As an adult, going into adulthood, going into being a teenager, I decided to pick more plain clothes because everything tended to have butterflies on it, and I didn't feel like that girl, so it was hard to express myself growing up. And I feel like clothing is the number one way we express ourselves, so it was really hard to find a way to properly express myself. Where did I got most of my jewelry from Everidge's, I'm not gonna lie. But this one came from my boyfriend. It came from Pagoda or Pandora. And Everidge's I am an ambassador for, so if you go into the link in my bio and scroll all the way down, there is a link to their website and stuff. Which piercing hurt the most? Probably my most recent second helixes and second conch, just because I didn't do the proper going into it process. I went in, we went to go get drinks before for brunch, and I was not at all prepared to get a piercing, and I ended up not breathing the right way, and it ended up hurting the most, but like actually would have hurt the most if those two went properly in the pain sense. Probably my rook, just because that was a solid piece of cartilage. My helix on this side, the one inside here, it was just painful because you heard every little part of it ripping through the skin. So it wasn't technically like painful. It was just like, oh. So that was like uncomfortable. I am a girl that was on TV, yes. I'm 3'10". These are my tattoos. This is it upside down. I'm sorry. I'm rolling peanut butter balls. Maybe after I'm done, if you stay. So how do I roll them? I tend to smash them like a pancake to kind of get those crummy parts to solidify together. And then I smush them, 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 smush them. And I check if that's the size I want, and then I roll. But I do this really quick, if you notice. I've been doing it in really quick actions. We roll it till it's like, kind of like this, and then we go on the other sides and roll against that. And then you see how it's kind of cracking like a mouth? We just continue to smush and roll until it's a solid ball. And you know, just like everything, we make the best out of it, you know? I may not be a typical average human that everyone respects, and this ball may not be fully a ball, but we will get to where we want to get. It's kind of like baking, and cooking is science, and life is science, so got those in common. So that is 24, so we have 50-ish right now. So I do think this is like half batter. I do think I can get 54 out of here, because like, that's like a solid 4 more to 5 more. Let's see how many we can get. You want to try? Oh, that would be cool to have a Buckeye class. I want to try doing different Buckeyes because of the nut butters and stuff. And then I want to add like peppermints and like different flavors and see how far Buckeyes can go. Maybe I'll have a Buckeye shop one day.
Dave,
What?
did you put one of your little hair ties on her collar?
Oh yeah, I did that! I did that because I figured that I would lose my furry one day, and then I could call Sahara, and there'd be a hair tie on her. And she didn't seem to mind. She seemed to actually want it. So, yeah, I put a hair tie on her collar.
It's like she's collecting the frickin' Dragon Balls.
Oh, is she collecting all the hair with it? Oh, I didn't think about that.
No, she's not collecting hair. I was making a Dragon Ball Z reference.
Oh, I don't know that.
She's collecting all the Dragon Balls, all the Infinity Stones around her collar.
So, like Pokemon, gotta catch them all?
Yeah, basically.
Yes.
You can fill her in.
Yes, I guess you could say my condition makes my voice sound the way it is because I'm in a smaller body, which means I have a proportional size voice box, which in sense is smaller and therefore comes out a higher pitch noise. So yes, my voice is due to my condition. So when you guys make fun of my voice, you're making fun of my condition. Does that make you feel bad? Probably not. Should it? Yes. When I was a kid, I used to throw it back and forth to get the ball shape. I don't know, it's just the funnest way to do it. Oh my god, my nose is so itchy from all the powdered sugar. Okay. So far, that is 3. This will be 4. So we're getting more than 54 out of this. Am I dating the guy that was seen on television? No. I'm dating this guy I met after. I actually met him while I knew Dan, but we were friends. Friends first. And built a strong relationship. So this technically actually isn't a cookie, because it doesn't get baked. And there's no flour in it or anything. It's just peanut butter, powdered sugar, graham crackers, vanilla, and butter. So they're like peanut butter balls that get dipped in chocolate, and you're making your own Reese's. And honestly, they're better than Reese's, okay? These are addiction balls, okay? So make your own Reese's at home for cheap. It's a little more of a hassle, I will say that, but you can have these all year round. It is harder to drive. I had to learn with hand controls. Everyone who tries to my hand controls says they're very sensitive. So I drive very sensitive, so I guess I can be a little bit of a rougher driver, but that's not due to me, that's due to my hand controls, and I'm doing the best I can in the situation I can have. But at least I'm able to drive at the end of the day. How are all my sisters doing? As far as I know, good. We are exchanging Christmas gifts. Riley didn't get me anything. What a little prick. But Riley works as a vet receptionist. She has a boyfriend. Tara's married. She's looking at getting a job for her PhD. So yeah, they're all doing pretty good. Oh, how was the Buckeye? You never told me how it tasted.
Because if I told you how good it was, you'd feel bad and then you'd want to give me more.
Oh, so it was really good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I get the flavor down. They go in the fridge from 45 minutes to 2 hours, depending on how large they are. You just want them to really be solid, and you just kind of want to have them in the fridge while you're melting that chocolate down. So when the chocolate is perfectly melted down, then you have these balls not softened the way they are. Because warm the way they are, when you go to dip them, they get your finger imprints on them, and then they change. They change shapes. So you don't want them to change shapes. You want them to stay solid. So when you dip it into the hot chocolate, they don't melt and get warm, and they just coat in that chocolate, and then you put them back on the tray, and you freeze them, and then when it comes out, you got like this nice chocolate. My live is flagged for harassment and bullying. I'm sorry, who's mad? Who's mad? Who am I bullying? The peanut butter balls? You shameful peanut butter balls! Like, don't be a child, please. Come on, let's all be mature here. Grape juice. I don't like red wine. So don't even ask if it's red wine, because I don't like red wine. Okay, so we're gonna start with getting the graham cracker and the powdered sugar in here, because we have to make more. And this made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This made 3 more than I was expecting, so we're on the right track. Well, 4 more, because he ate one. Hey! Guess what? Oh, you're over there. So I have leftover 4 from the numbers I'm expecting. So you may potentially get to eat 7 more. Your face is creepy. You're creeping people out. Okay. Okay, so this bowl was the old bowl we used. I'm just going to pour the graham cracker into it. Pour it over here. One cup. 2 cups. Okay. Half a teaspoon of vanilla. One thing of butter. Yeah. 1 cup. Two cups. The leftover I was missing from the second cup. And now, the second bag of powdered sugar. Sarah, I see you're in the kitchen. What you doing? What you doing in the kitchen? Are you supposed to be in the kitchen? I don't think so. What you doing in the kitchen? Sarah, get out of the kitchen. Sarah, go. Go on. No, out. Actually behind the line. Yeah, go on. Thank you. She's a booger brain. Okay. $3 1/4. 4. 5. 6. And I still have powdered sugar in that. Okay. Now comes the peanut butter. I'm gonna flatten that a bit. Hello. So, for those that are just popping in, we're making our second batch of Buckeyes. No, you cannot eat anymore. Not until I have them all dipped and wrapped. Understood? Maybe you can have one more from this batch and tell me if it's as consistent as the other batch, but that's it. That's it. Not until Christmas. It's literally in 4 days. 2 days, something like that. Okay, so we need all the peanut butter in the world. I'll give you another one if you play Devour with me tonight. How about that? Devour's the super scary one where we have to sacrifice goats.
Well, you won't want to play when you find out what I did.
What did you do?
I downloaded Darktide on your desktop for Kaz.
Why?
Because I kind of want to get you into Warhammer 2.
I don't want to be a part of Warhammer 2. I don't want that. Ugh, I hate peanut butter jars. I feel like peanut butter can come in such more creative, why can't it come in a container like Cocoa, like a fat? Why has it gotta be such a slim top? It just wants it to be messy. I gotta wash my hands again. Did you really download some stupid game I didn't want on my computer? Did Kaz ask you to?
No.
Did you tell Kaz you were going to?
No.
Why did I see his chats up with you then?
Because I was telling him that after I did it.
Oh, wow. Okay. All I can smell is peanut butter. Okay, so I got one more jar. That spoon out. Caught it on me again. But I'm gonna fill this out. Hey, you gotta take trash out.
Why?
Did you say why or fine?
Fine.
Okay. Because I was gonna be like, because it's full? Why else do trash go out? I don't want this like in the powdered sugar just yet. Okay. So there's that. I have pituitary dwarfism. It's a form of dwarfism that's a proportional limb dwarfism, making it more of an invisible disability. Oh, I have a trash. I have a trash. Sorry. Oh, thank you. I don't want to touch this stuff. Nope, don't want to do it. Okay. So, I'm just gonna put this in here and hope for the best. We're gonna measure about a cup. Or about 2 cups, honestly. I think I honestly used about 1.5 cups in the first batch. That's 1. That's almost 2. Okay, let's go from there. Use that to chop the butter up. Just kind of want to get everything covered in the powder, so that way it's easier to mix for the hands. We're making buckeyes. Sahara, out of the kitchen!
Sarah. Come here.
This is all butter. Basically, you want to take that and you want to mix it with the powdered sugar and the graham crackers to make a solid ball. It's going to look crummy, but it's going to be delicious. You kind of just want to keep tossing the bottom on top to mix it properly, because all the loose powder is going to go towards the bottom. And then once it's mixed a little more, we'll add some of the peanut butter. It's kind of like a peanut butter sugar, but you got that graham cracker in there. And you got the butter in there. It's not just powdered sugar and flavoring, so it's not just icing. What are buckeyes? They're peanut butter balls dipped in chocolate, but they're a peanut butter graham cracker ball. So the peanut butter ball is made out of peanut butter, graham crackers, powdered sugar, butter, and vanilla. And then you basically mix that until you get something that looks more like this. And then you freeze it. Then once it's frozen, you melt some chocolate down, dip it in the chocolate, freeze it again, and you have an amazing treat.
Well, they brought up a good point. Did we add vanilla?
I did add vanilla. It's only a teaspoon, or half a teaspoon. I added it before I added the peanut butter and powdered sugar. I added it with the graham cracker.
Oh, no, your tea's overflowing.
Was it on the screen? I missed it.
No, it's over here.
Oh, no. It's so pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, until it closes in your eye.
Oh, did it get you?
Yeah.
Ah. Maybe don't sit there.
No, I'm just gonna spill the tea the other way.
Okay. So, this seems like we got most of the butter and the, little bit of peanut butter mixed in. And now we're going to add more peanut butter to get that quantity amount. Because as much as this cake's together, you try to roll that, it just powderizes. Try to roll it, press. Yeah. So the peanut butter is going to give it its form. These are called Buckeyes. Did my helix piercing hurt? Not really. It's just you heard the popping noise of it going through the skin
Cartilage.
and the cartilage. And, well, you hear it going through the skin and the cartilage, honestly. Because you hear that thin little layer, and then you hear the cartilage pop. So it's kind of a grosser piercing.
I re-moistened these glass cleaner wipes, by the way.
That's great. I just got some peanut butter in your old honey container. Oh, on it. So, before we add the peanut butter, this is kind of what it looks like. Well, more peanut butter, that's kind of what it looks like. Then, I'm going to add more and more peanut butter, little by little, to get the right consistency.
Where'd the super glue go?
We use super glue?
Yeah.
Like, not my fabric super glue?
I mean, I can use that. I'm gonna fix your work. If I use that?
That's fine, but just know that that little piece in the ornament needs to go on top of her head so it doesn't look broken.
I forgot.
My mom gave me my ornaments when I came to visit for a podcast interview, and one of them was broken. Sadness. Yeah, I did move out. Zombie on TV? How cool is that? I did not wipe my nose and put it in the mix. I wiped my nose on my arm, and also my nose isn't running. It's just powdered sugar. Trust me, I'm very hygienic during this stuff. I don't even let him come over here without washed hands. But at the end of the day, it's his family. It is a workout. If you do the hand mixing, my dad puts it in a mixer. I think hand mixing it makes a buttered Buckeye. like control the amount of peanut butter, because no matter what, peanut butter is a strong taste. So the peanut butter taste is going to be there no matter what. So you want to make sure you have enough peanut butter for the form, not the taste. Okay. So I'm gonna make a little ball. Like a little nest. I just like making circles and stuff. There's no real reason to making it here, except that we are going to actually fold the peanut butter in. So we're going to fold that over the new peanut butter. So maybe there is a purpose, but there's not really. It just makes it easier to do it. It really is a cup to 2 cups of peanut butter overall, but I eyeball it because it's so easy to over-oil something. I was going to answer your how old I am, but right under it was exactly my age. I am still baking. Welcome to making 9 dozen of something, and then I have to make 36 tamales tomorrow while he's at work. It's a lot, isn't it? And you just work IT. He has no clue I'm talking to him. See? How's my sister? As far as I know, good. She doesn't talk to me much. Did you? Or was that all in your head? Did you hear it?
I thought I heard it.
But did you hear it?
I thought I did.
Your hands would be dead. That's why we got these biceps. See, if you notice, there's a lot of white still underneath, and we don't want that. So it looks like mixing a little more peanut butter. We are getting there, though. Because if you notice, like, if I take a big scoop of it, press it together, kind of got a ball, but if I start rolling it falls apart. So we need, what? More peanut butter! So I hope you like peanut butter. His family, his grandparents have, like, never had them. And they, like, lit up. And I'm not gonna lie, older people love Buckeyes because of the sweetness. Like, as we get older, we tend to lose our taste. So we like sweet things, we like really salty things. So, like, this is both. Well, it's like the adult Reese cup, in my opinion. Except it doesn't have, like, alcohol in it. But I'm sure you could accompany it with, like, some alcohol. I have such a large job of cleaning up to do. And I have to keep an eye on the time because I gotta leave in about an hour and a half. Okay. So hopefully, this will be our final mixing. This is Buckeyes. And as we can see, the peanut butter has all clung to me. So what I do with that is I take, like, some of the dry section and I just rub it off. Because it's going to absorb that peanut butter. And eventually, we'll get it to the point where it's actually making Buckeyes. See how crummy it is. But this new batch of peanut butter and oil is not fully mixed in. So, and it's always going to look crummy. It's just a matter of if you can mold it. So yeah, you can do it by mixer, but I like to do it by hand. Because you have more control over it, you have more control over the ingredients, and no matter what, you gotta roll them by hand. So, your hands are, going to get dirty no matter what. So why not do it from the beginning? Okay. I want to make sure I get that spoon. What is that spoon? It's starting to cake off like it should. See, it's kind of like rolling off now instead of sticking as much. Kind of got like that inside of a Reese cup look. That's how you kind of know you're there. And then you just want to keep mixing. And this is something I will say I also like hand mixing for. Because when you mix with your hands and then go through it with a spoon, you can break up all those butter and peanut butter chunks that are bound to happen. With my mixer, I don't know if everyone had a kitchen, like a lake-style mixer when we think mixers, or we just think a bowl with a hand mixer. But when I think mixer, I think either, and I know at the bottom of that bowl, all your dry powders. And when you hand mix, that's less likely to happen. But when you have a large bowl, you just want to take a spoon and go around at the edges, like that, but pull deep down towards the center, and you'll get to see if there's any powdered sugar left over. Because it really gets down underneath, like down there. And that's where you really want to make sure you're mixed in, because if your dry ingredients are not mixed in properly, you're not going to get the right shape, the right fluffiness if you're baking, anything like that. Especially stuff that goes into the oven, you need to make sure your ingredients are mixed fully. Like here's a chunk of peanut butter, chunk of butter, all these things that we could miss with the mixer, which is why I like using my hands. Okay. So I'm going to try seeing, you might need a little more peanut butter. But we're going to smash them. To do the test, smash them, smash them, smash them. And then we're going to roll them, roll them, roll them, roll them. And it's kind of falling apart, so we're going to try smashing it a little smaller. And we might actually have them. But maybe not. So I'm going to mix that a little more, see if I can find any more oils.
I saw that you made a bubble.
I did make a bubble! It went and find any residual chunks and stuff like that. Oh, my nose is getting so itchy. Then, squish, 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 squish. Might be a little too dry. I'm trying to make sure it's not, and that we don't have too many chunks. Like, here's even chunks of powdered sugar. Spin through it one more time, because it looks ready, but it doesn't quite have its mold yet, which is why I like mixing by hand. I also think mixing by hand, you know what to expect. You know it's going to be crummy when you're mixing in a mixer, sometimes it chunks it, and then you're kind of screwed. Okay. Let me see. I think we might need a tad more peanut butter. Yeah, see how these are lighter? And they just fall apart? My peanut butter.
More butter.
No! I already went over why we don't add butter versus peanut butter, because you don't want it to taste like a peanut or a butter ball. You want it to taste like a peanut butter ball. And the more butter you use, the worse it gets. And more like a butter ball. Yeah, I honestly think that'll be okay. We don't need that much. I don't want to touch it though. Just crumb over it. So we're gonna fold it in. So, I don't know how many the recipe I'm technically doing yields. We got 58 out of this last time. So I'm hoping we can get 58 out of it again, because then I'll be done. We are making Buckeyes. They're peanut butter graham cracker balls that get dipped in chocolate. I'm trying not to make a mess.
Oh, I didn't see Sue's chat. Hi, Suze.
Hi, Suze. I have 6 dogs, but I only live with 1 now. It's really sad. Don't remind me. I miss my puppies. Okay, so this looks oily enough. This is kind of what we're looking for, as we can see.
She absolutely does not live with Dan.
Dan doesn't have a permanent residence, so I can't even live with Dan if I wanted to. Yeah, comments lag. Or comments make lag happen too. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands just because I can't right now. I can't. Yes. I am this short. Isn't it a shock? TLC makes it look like I'm so much taller. No, I'm very short. Okay, so let's roll.
Alright,
what am I drinking? Welch's grape juice. I'll do a tattoo tour after I'm done rolling them all. No, it's pretty enough. I honestly was like, is it pretty enough? Does it have enough graham cracker in it? But no, it is. Thank you. Yeah, these are called Buckeyes. Thank you for the people that are commenting to those that are keep those repetitive questions happening. Appreciate you. So I don't know Taylor Riley, the other short YouTuber in person, but I have communicated with her, and we were gonna do an interview for her YouTube. I don't know what happened. I think she's gotten really busy with holidays and her own journeys and stuff. So if I ever get to Cali, she said that we'll meet up, and I would love to do that. Aw, you missed me. I missed y'all too. Look at the little spaceship, mushroom thing, whatever you want to call it. And boom. Okay. So that's 8 times 4 is 40. There's 25 in the freezer. That's 65. Where's Sahara?
Yeah.
I don't know. Sahara! I heard her.
There you are. Didn't see you. You were literally right under, or right out of you, I guess. You're okay, girl. You right back there.
Thanks, Sis, for the pinned comment. If you're a mod, yeah.
I've tried to get
It's really confusing, I'm not gonna lie to you, because I've tried to do it too, and I can only get it to work, like, half the time. Aw, thank you. Which dog do I live with? Sahara!
There she goes.
This one. This is Sahara. Hi. Say, my name is Sahara, and I protect Shauna, but eat all of her food. Do not. Get out of the kitchen now. Do not, because now you're looking for food.
Sahara, come here.
She already ate one of the butters I was supposed to use. We were distracted because we were like, oh crap, we need more graham cracker. And turns out we really didn't even need the graham cracker. And she ate the butter while we were confused. So these are called Buckeyes. They're a tradition I make every year. They're peanut butter graham cracker sugar balls that get frozen, and then you melt some chocolate down, take them out of the freezer, and dip them in that melted chocolate, then put them back in the freezer. And then once they're frozen, you enjoy them. How are my lashes so long? Genetics? I don't know. I forgot to curl them. Yeah, Buckeyes are really good. I love them. What are all the ingredients? So in the Buckeyes themselves are powdered sugar, butter, peanut butter, vanilla, and some graham crackers. Unless you don't like graham crackers, you don't have to put them in, but I like to use it for the form. And then it's just melting chocolate or semi-sweet chocolate chips. And then they get dipped in them. And that's it. Sometimes I use dark chocolate. We've used white chocolate. I've not used butterscotch, but we've talked about using butterscotch. There's nut alternative butters now, so I've thought about using those and seeing how they hold up, but we'll see. Bugga! How tall is my boyfriend? How tall are you?
You don't know?
5'11"?
Yeah.
5'11". He's 2 feet taller than me. I don't think it really matters. There's people that are 5 foot dating 6'9" people, and no one blinks an eye when they see them walking down the street together. So there's not much of a difference. I think people just have a bad opinion about me and my disability and the way my disability should date and all that kind of stuff. We are making Buckeyes. I have to finish these tonight and then make the tamales tomorrow. What are Buckeyes? Peanut butter balls dipped in chocolate. Okay. Let's see. This. Oh no, we could do one more row on this. I'm like, this is a cutting board, so how many rows can I do on this, actually? Do I work out? I haven't worked out in forever, honestly. The fact that my arms are like this is just the fact that I've been moving. Yeah, tamales. I am not technically Hispanic, but when I went vegan, one of the people that taught me how to make a lot of vegan food taste proper was someone who is Dominican Republic and El Salvadorian. vegan alternative foods and make it taste very similar to the real thing. Okay. Ugh, I'm excited for these. Yeah, you can find Buckeye recipes online. I can post the one I will be using, but yeah, you can find it online. You start with a cup of peanut butter and then you add it in as you go, in my opinion. Because you can get the shape and stuff. You would need, of course, if you don't add the graham cracker and stuff, you're gonna need more peanut butter to make that shape. It all depends on what you add. Yeah, and my tattoo's a cherry. This is a bird. I have elephants on my back and I have a polar bear on my ribs. My disability is pituitary dwarfism. There's an entire TLC show talking about it if you're really interested in learning about it. If you're not, it's just pituitary dwarfism. I'm not vegan, I'm pescatarian, but I'm allergic to meat, I'm allergic to additives, I'm allergic to emulsifiers, I'm allergic to color dyes and stuff, so I have to basically eat almost like everything is natural, organic, and I can have fish and stuff, but, I may have to go vegan one day. I'm developing new allergies every day, it seems like. Biggest one being MSG. So that's why I make a lot of my stuff and why I've gotten into cooking. Okay. So it's Buckeyes for dessert, tamales for my entree, and then I think they're not doing like chicken or turkey and stuff. I think they're all doing like pasta dishes and stuff. She's like, let's just be very, not traditional. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I don't like turkey. I can't eat it, so I can eat pasta. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 8 is 48. Plus 25 is what? 48, 68, 73. And we have 73 so far. Or almost. I'm working on the 8th row. Did my daith hurt? I'm trying to remember if it truly did or didn't. It didn't. Okay, here's the hard thing, because I'm like, it did hurt in the sense, like, I heard it pop. I heard that pop. I felt that, and that made me realize what pain I was going through, but it's not like it hurt. That pain didn't hurt. I was prepared for that pain, So, yes, of course it caused pain, but did that pain hurt? Do I get annoyed when people call me cute? Not really. I get annoyed when my boyfriend does it.
Damn.
Well, you can call me sexy. You can call me hot. You can call me pretty. You can call me beautiful. There's all these other words and adjectives that you can call me. And if you just see me as cute, then that's bothersome for me because I'm more than cute, 1. But 2, the entire world kind of sees me as adorable and cute. So I would like my boyfriend to see me as more than that, like an actual woman is seen, which is beautiful, hot, sexy, gorgeous, glamorous. So those are the compliments I want to receive.
I can do that, sugar plum.
Can you? Are you gonna remember is the real question.
so I remember.
Put it on the whiteboard. Did I ever do gymnastics when I was really little, but my mom took me out of it due to favoritism? That was not received by me. And the fact that I didn't want to do more than the balance beam. Do I think that I should have stayed in gymnastics? Hell to the motherfucking yeah. I think I would have been good at that shit. I think I could have been a flippin' Olympic gymnast. No, I don't think I could have been that. But I think I could have been good. It's bad for your bones. Isn't everything, in some sense, bad for you? I feel like if humans don't want to do anything bad for them, they'll just eat proper food, work out, and sleep.
Bones are bad.
Work is bad for humans. Bowl. Okay, so that's 48-ish. Balls. 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 I am a child. Excuse me, I am a child. In my humor. Okay. So when they come out of the freezer, they should be rock solid. Like you can't, not like rock solid, like you can bite through it, but like you can't change the shape. That fucking hurt. Okay. So now that we've made the Buckeyes, froze the first batch, we can just kind of pop these in here and put them back in the freezer for when we actually melt the chocolate. Ta-da! And then we can use this tray again to put more Buckeyes on. By the time we're done rolling these ones, the next batch should be cold enough to put in the bowl. And then we'll put them in for a couple hours and come back later and melt the chocolate and stuff. Sahara, what you doing? You're not supposed to be in the kitchen. Back to rolling. Okay. I'm pretty sure I got some in my juice.
Peanut butter?
Yeah, the Buckeye mix.
Hell yeah. Drink that.
If you can afford a vacuum, go ahead. Purchase one for me. I can't afford a vacuum. Not right now with the holidays coming up, or having the holidays here, and just moving out. Heel to the narrow. Not with this economy. Not in a second depression. But if you can afford to buy a vacuum, good on you. I'm glad you are better set off in this world than most of the people. Maybe give some love forward by, donating to charity. Okay, so this is our last batch of Buckeyes. We have 74. So I need 34 more. Oh, thank you. I don't know what my eye shape is called, but yeah, I like it too. How long have I been on live? A couple hours. Making this. Like an hour or two. My age was pinned. It doesn't seem to matter if it's pinned or not. People are gonna ask it no matter what. I am making Buckeyes, so they're peanut butter balls that we're gonna dip in chocolate later. If I'm around later. We're gonna go to a late show tonight.
Speaking of which, it's 3:38.
I know. I'm gonna stop at 4:30, dude. Chill. I always have a schedule. Don't you know this about me by now? Okay, we can get 25 on this. Which sucks. Because that's like 10 left. Yeah, these are one of my family traditions, was making Buckeyes and making chocolate-covered pretzels, and we would give them to our teachers, my mom's coworkers, anyone that we really wanted to say thank you to. Y'all, I'm sorry, but this entire life is not just about me and my relationship, so can we please stop asking to see him? Because that's not what it's about. My content isn't just about him. And don't ask why I'm a certain way until you walk in my shoes. Deal with cancer, deal with constant discrimination, constant amounts of love, constant amount of good and bad in the world, and you've seen a lot in the world and you don't understand why I am the way I am. Everyone has attitude. I think my attitude is what makes me me and what makes me so resilient. If I didn't have this attitude, I would have never survived cancer. If I didn't have this attitude, I would have never survived my childhood. If I didn't have this attitude, I would have never survived bullying and traumatizing my loved ones at the very young age. So, yeah, I have an attitude, but this attitude is what's got me through this world. How do you pronounce my name? So my name is Shauna Rae. Like a ray of sunshine, and Sean with an A. Yeah, I had brain cancer. I was born with brain cancer. A malignant glioma on the right side of my brain, the size of a baseball, moving in and outside of my head. And at the age of 6 months, it was discovered by my mother, who took me to my doctor and said that I need to go to Children's Hospital immediately and have surgery. If I did not, I would not be here. And then I went through chemotherapy, and then I went through bouts of growth hormones, and my body rejected it, and, yeah, we're here. My arms are starting to feel it. Like, not up here, but like my hands. There's not much of a fit check. I'm just wearing these nice sweatpants that are keeping me clean. I had cancer in 1999. I went through chemotherapy for the next 3 to so years, so I had cancer and chemotherapy treatments from 1999 to 2004. Are these healthy for dogs? No. Now, can I make a dog alternative? Sure. Will I? Probably. They have powdered sugar and butter in them, and vanilla extract. Those are all not safe products for dogs. Now, have dogs that I've had eaten these before? Yes. 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 I've had dogs eat whole things of butter. You live in Butler? Am I ready for Christmas? In a sense, my boyfriend and I have already done our gifts, but I need to make like 36 tamales and 108 Buckeyes, so we're getting there. How hard are they to make? Not really that hard at all. You mix powdered sugar, peanut butter, a little bit of vanilla, and some graham cracker together until you mix it to this kind of what is this called? It's not really a liquid mixture. It's a crummy mixture. And then you stick it and you roll it into this. So you take these crumbs and you just smush. Now you could probably get a ball, like a melon ball thing, but you're still gonna have to take some of it off, reapply some of it, and roll it out. Consistency, thank you. It's a crummy consistency. You want that crummy consistency, but you also want, when you are rolling it, for it to stick. And you're gonna feel like you're having this oil on your hands, and that's the peanut butter oil. So yeah, that's the basics of Buckeyes. And then once you freeze them, and you separate them, take them off the plate, you're gonna dip them in chocolate, or not, if you don't like them dipped in chocolate. And then, you basically eat them. You could eat them like this. Like, if I asked my boyfriend if he wanted this right now, he would vacuum seal through his mouth from the air. Yeah. Cue the sucking sounds. So, I make Buckeyes around every Christmas. We usually give them for every holiday break. And you can make them from anywhere large to small. It doesn't really matter. Like, if you want to make them smaller for kids or something, you can. If you want to make them larger because you're all adults, do it. What ethnicity am I? So my ancestry test says I'm English, Russian, Scottish, Irish, African, Baltic, Balkan, and that's it. Yeah, I'm all over the board. Hellos. How old am I? I'm 25. How tall am I? I'm 3'10". What am I making? They're called Buckeyes. Yeah, aren't all humans in the sense of mutt in the dog language, mutts? If you're just one race, it's kind of boring. If you're just one ethnicity, it's kind of boring. Like, add some spice to it. But I feel like if you live in the United States, you just can't be one ethnicity. It's really hard to be one pure ethnicity in this melting pot of a land. Unless you're my boyfriend, then you're just Swedish.
Yeah, it's the easiest one to remember.
Because he doesn't know what else he is. I think my shirt came from Shein. How many piercings do I have? 13. My wife? I had a wife? Wait, when? I want a wife? They're so much better than guys. No offense. But I think she'd ask me a little more about how I feel about things. My life expectancy, they don't know. At normal, I guess. I'm not vaping, but please don't tell me what to do with my life. It's not your choice. I might just vape just because you said that, bruh. What if I was spiteful like a doggy? That sounds so good right now. Or sushi. I've been wanting sushi for the past couple days. It's horrible. So these are called Buckeyes for those that don't know. I make them every year. They're these graham cracker peanut butter balls that we freeze and then dip in chocolate. No, I'm 25. The misconception happens a lot because of my disability. Having an invisible disability in a sense. I mean, it's not really invisible until you know the situation, but from the average person walking down the street, my disability is invisible because they misconstrue me as something else that I'm not. I know it looks like beef, doesn't it? No, it's peanut butter. It could be beef. I mix beef the same way, but I don't cook beef because I don't know what I'm doing with beef. He made me cook a burger, and I thought I was gonna kill him. The first burger I ever made in my entire life. I thought I was gonna kill him.
Terrible, I have the runs.
No, you didn't! You said it was good, don't mind me!
It was really good.
Oh, thank you. Buckeyes are delicious. I'm like just smelling them, and he's already ate one, and I just want to eat more. Or actually one. I just want to eat one. I never had them. Well, maybe one day I'll be able to ship them to you. From my kitchen to your doorstep or some bullshit like that. Do it? Have a Buckeye shop?
Do it.
Yeah, get me the funds for it.
Do it.
Get me the funds for it.
Oh, let's say eat.
Oh. No, not until I'm done. Not until I'm done, and you can have a frozen one. They're better that way. What are Buckers? They're called Buckeyes. I know that might have been a mistype. So they're basically peanut butter, powdered sugar, butter, a little bit of vanilla, and some graham crackers. You mix that up until you get this kind of flakiness, crumminess, and then you roll it, and when you roll it and you smash it, it should be stiff and sticky, and this doesn't get cooked. This goes in the freezer. Yeah, so they go in the freezer when you're done, and then you melt some chocolate over the double boiler stove situation, then you dip them in it, and you put them back in the freezer. Yeah, so you can eat them raw, in a sense. Yeah, it's definitely sad knowing that Joel is no longer with us, but at the same time, we have to go with the memories we can remember and keep him in our good graces. How's my face stay so clear? It's not. There's acne right there. I tend to use vitamin E because my face is very dry, but I tend to use vitamin E and stuff like that. And then I use Clean and Clear. I've been using it since I was a kid. And then I use Burt's Bees lotion and stuff. But right now I've been using Pacifica face lotion, and it's like this sand, beachy smelling one. And even he used it once, and his face has never felt the same. Like, it feels like your face is so much cleaner. So I would suggest looking into Pacifica and finding the right one for your face. Pacific is a great brand. They also make this menthol rosemary head oil for like your head that actually helps with my migraines and stuff. I also use this thing called Thera Ice masks for my migraines. Yeah, look into it. Let me know if it works for you, and if it doesn't, I can let you know what else I use. I mean, it all depends on your face type, though. That's the issue. We're all different nowadays, and the world is trying to put us all in a bubble. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we got one more in this row. And hopefully by the time I'm done rolling these, those other ones are pretty frozen that I can put them in the bowl. Why am I so short? So I was born with a brain tumor, a malignant glioma on the right side of my head, otherwise known as brain cancer stage 4, and that rendered my height almost dormant, so I went on and off growth hormones, but my body ultimately rejected them, and then my body found a growth hormone that it worked with, but it was too late in my puberty, so we ended up getting stuck at 3'10", and now I live my life like this. Also have a couple other issues. I have dental issues, I have fertility issues, I have emotional imbalances. There's a lot that goes hand in hand with it, but overall the big thing that people see is the growth issue. Do I know Peter Dinklage? I know of him, I don't know him. Thank you. Yeah, I'm actually in a relationship. Okay, what's 5? That's 30. I almost have enough. Yeah, I do have mods. Some of them aren't here right now, though. You know, it's Christmas. It's the holidays. I am looking to get my dental issues fixed. I started my fertility journey, which you can find on YouTube, and I will be posting towards TikTok. But I'm starting my dental journey on the 30th. How do I get my clothes altered? I sew them myself. Okay. Do I have a car? Yes. I use hand controls to drive it. How many am I making? I'm going for 108. This will be 104 after I'm done with this tray, so we should have plenty. Oh, if you did see me in Long Island, I wish you did say hi. I love meeting people that know of me, and hopefully, you know, it makes a difference in their lives, and, you know, they walk away knowing that all people are different but beautiful. Yeah, we're almost done. I'm making 108, so almost done. Almost there. Almost, I promise. Okay. Yeah, these are for Christmas. I'm doing these today, and then I'm doing the tamales tomorrow, because we're leaving after tomorrow, after he gets back from work. What? What, to leave?
No, to finish them all tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta make tamales. You're gonna be at work. I'm gonna be slaving over the kitchen. I may be here again tomorrow.
You got it working.
Got what working? Oh, what is that?
Surface Pro 4.
Oh.
So it's no longer running Windows.
When did we get that?
When I first went to college.
Oh, you've just hoarded it since college. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. I was like, where did that appear from?
Yeah.
Most of my earrings came from Everjewels. These ones came from Amazon, but I painted them. And then the one above it, the conch, is from Body Candy, but the other ones are from Everjewel. Okay. So that's done, so let's put that in the fridge. And these are actually good enough that we can put them in the bowl. So they do get cold quickly. Here, go. Sahara, out of the kitchen. So it looks like this.
Come here.
And this is going to go back in the freezer for a couple hours, and then we'll come back and melt chocolate down. Because even though they're pretty solid right now, they could warm up pretty quickly. So you want to keep them as cold as possible. But they should just roll right off the cooking paper or the tinfoil. They should have like a flat mark of where they were sitting. And as long as they don't move in your hands, they're cold enough to transition to a bowl. Because I feel like having trays of this in the freezer is not handy, so I let them freeze for a little bit, and then I'll transition them to the bowl, and then put them back in the freezer. Just to save space. We also have a very small kitchen, so we have to do the best we can. Okay. And now, we roll up the rest, because we're almost done. We have way more than I was expecting to have. Say yay, because that means you get to eat more.
Hey!
I know, Sahara's eyes are adorable, are they not? Am I a mom? No, I'm a dog mom. That's my baby! Are you my baby? That's my child. I don't know where I stand on kids right now. I just went through a huge fertility journey, and it's hard to talk about. I hope your grandparents really love these, because I'm doing it entirely for those 4.
Grandpa likes sweets.
Both grandpas?
Yeah.
I told you, more people like sweets. The hell are you looking at right now? A human being. Do you not know what those look like? Have you never seen one? Are you an alien? Well, hello, welcome to this planet that we call Earth. You were on an app called TikTok that is full of human beings. You fell asleep watching my live and I'm still here, but we're almost done. We're almost done. Human beings and bots. Yes, I will say that. There's a lot of bots on here. Very true. We can not forget about the bots. Where would we be without the bots and their feelings? These are called Buckeyes, so they're not really cookies. They're peanut butter sugar graham cracker balls that get dipped in chocolate after being frozen. We might be back tonight when we dip them in chocolate or not. I don't know if I'm going to do that tonight or not. Okay. I think we have at least 10 more to go. If you want muscles like these, just counter jump, okay? Counter jump. Counter jumps are the best way to do it. Yeah. Yeah, Sahara's back there, sleepies. Oh, thank you. I got my eye colors from my mama. Yeah, my eyes came from my mom, my color came from my mom, all that. Am I ready for Christmas? No. Not at all. Aw, thank you. You're amazing. Yeah, I'm 25. Yeah, I think I'm pretty down to earth. I'm pretty real. I have all those emotions, you know. I'm not gonna lie about them. I don't care what people think. You know. So, that's just the importance of it, I think, is to not care what people think, but still care about people. Care about people enough to do well and good for them and hope the best for them and want the best for them, but don't care about the opinion they hold over you. You need my necklace. I think it came from Pandora Pagoda. I can't remember. It was an airport in Florida. We're getting down to it. I'm scraping the bowl. I hope you guys have a great holiday as well. My parents, they're doing well. I think my mom is trying to figure out if she wants to stay in New York or not, or go somewhere else. You know, we grew up in Pennsylvania. They spent a lot of their life in Pennsylvania, Ohio area. That's where they feel comfortable. So, if they end up back in those areas, I'm not surprised. If they end up in Florida, I'm not surprised. My mom likes the heat. They don't like the cold. I can definitely share the recipe. I will share the recipe, and I will make a new video and put it out there. Maybe I'll make my boyfriend make them and I'll record him doing it. So I don't have to do all the hard work again. He would hate that. These are called Buckeyes. They're peanut butter balls. I'd rather be cold than hot just because you can always layer up and take your clothes off. I mean, you can only take your clothes off so much before you're down to bare skin. So I'd rather be cold. Okay. We're getting there. Getting pretty lazy. We're getting there. Ohio is, I guess, yeah, growing up, being raised in Ohio can be boring. But you gotta think, my parents are old. They need boring. They need boring. They need just like typical go outside, play some golf. I mean, my parents don't golf. But still, that kind of vibe. You know? That's what my parents need. If piercing hurt the most, they're rook. Just because that was a thicker piece of cartilage. I don't live in Ohio. But, I grew up near Pennsylvania. Well, not near Pennsylvania, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And my family when I was growing up, lived in Ohio. They lived in Youngstown. How long have I been baking for? A couple hours. Yeah, Buckeyes is a long process. It usually takes 3.5 hours at, like, bare minimum. Just because of the rolling, the freezing, the making the chocolate. Like, you can do it fast, but it's still not. Yeah, I actually grew up by the Dance Mom studio. Did I end up getting married? No, my sister got married. Yeah, the rook hurt more than the conch. My dog's name is Sahara. And she is out. She is not. For that last one, I kind of just like punch it down to get it all in like one piece.